are dusting away those bunnies and cleaning out the cobwebs. Live and local from Home Depot with all your home and spring cleaning hacks. That's coming up next.
News right now, spring has sprung, and while the grass may be green, your home is yearning for a good deep cleaning.
Oh yes, I can hear my house right now, and we have you covered too. Right now, Lauren McDonald, live and local from the Home Depot with tips and tricks to help us dust the winter away. Lauren, good morning.
Got the spring apron on and the dust, it's about to get gone. Live and local here at Home Depot with all of your spring cleaning tips, hacks, tricks, you name it. Susan Mayfield has it, and we are live and local here all morning, so I am so excited. We are starting with inside spring cleaning, making it easy, making it affordable, and making it a lot of fun, right?
Exactly.
All right, so where do we start inside?
So we're going to start inside the kitchen because it's going to have the most kind of build-up. You do everything a little bit every day, but when you want to have guests inside, you make sure that you get it tip-top shape. So the first thing you want to do is find yourself an all-purpose cleaner, because that's going to save you time and it's going to save you money. It can go on every surface in your kitchen. It can go inside your fridge, outside your fridge, on your stove, under your microwave, all kinds of great places where the grime and grease builds up.
She does it all.
And then you use that with your paper towels, and you're going to be able to clean every surface in the kitchen. I do have a tile backsplash here to kind of give you a heads up about something we've got going on, this angle brush. And Lauren, if you want it, you can kind of show them how those angles
And what
work
kind of
in between those,
with
right?
this?
So we probably would recommend a grout cleaner.
Like that.
That way it doesn't, exactly. And then you can get in the corners with the little nose of it too.
Oh, nice.
You want to use a grout cleaner so it doesn't break down the grout itself, because that lets more stains
I
in.
feel like this would be perfect for also the corners of the tub.
Yes.
When you're cleaning it, because if you get a flat brush, you miss some spots, right?
Yes.
It's hard to get in there.
So we have a bath and tile for the corners
Perfect.
of the tub too.
Also,
Yep.
you want to wipe down everything in your house. That's the thing about spring cleaning. It's not
Right.
just tidying. You are really doing a deep
Yes.
clean of the house. So you
Get
say
the winter germs
wipe
out.
off everything.
Right.
Remote
Wipe your remote.
controls. Anything you touch, basically.
Exactly. The arms of your chairs, all that good stuff. We also have a lot of dust that's built up over the winter time. So when you're making your ceiling fans, I mean, if you want to use a little duster, or if you want to take the microfiber cloths, they gather a lot of dust and they keep it from flying around the house. You can also use these with your Simple Green. It's another all-purpose cleaner. It's going to shine up your baseboards, and you can use it with the microfiber cloths to get everything just tippy-top shape.
Amazing how dirty those baseboards get.
Yes.
Right? You look down, all of a sudden they're gray.
Right.
So we don't want that. We do not want that. Okay,
Well, the
and
sun
then
shines in.
a big thing. There you go. Right. The big thing is decluttering too. You're going to pack away your
Right.
winter blankets, winter pillows, and just put them in the attic. Put them in the garage. Get rid of them.
We have these beautiful HDX totes, 27 gallons. I've just loaded up some Hampton Bay pillows in there. And if you just watch how this works with the snap tight lid, and on top of that, they stack. So easy storage.
Fits perfect. It's not going to topple over.
Right.
I'll tell you what, spring has sprung, and we are here to have some fun all morning long, live and local at Home Depot. Next, we're going to talk about the outside of the house, since we've just given you some hacks for inside of the house. And Susan, she has her hot cleaning tips all morning long to make sure you and your home are beautiful for summer.
There you go. You first have to commit to wanting to clean.
You do. Lauren
That's the
loves to
trick.
clean, though.
She
So
does.
Come over
I
to
do
my
like to
place when you're done.
Yeah, that's right. Just invite Lauren over.
yeah.
She'll take care of it. Good
It's a
stuff,
workout,
Lauren.
right? Get that elbow grease
It
in
can
there.
be.
Wax
Yeah.
on, wax off. There you go. All right, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It is time to deep clean and declutter, and the pressure's on for spring cleaning. We are live and local from the Home Depot. Coming up next.
You live in a house, an apartment, a condo, or a car, spring cleaning is not an easy task and can be very overwhelming.
Well, today we are helping you stay stress-free with hacks to help you tackle the troubles winter leaves behind. And right now, Lauren McDonald, live and local at the Home Depot. She is talking now with the experts, and you are literally cleaning the store, Lauren.
Crackers and abs. Got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why was Lauren late to the live shot?
She was sweeping. I don't know.
She overswept.
Oh, hello.
Yes, well, guess what? We're here now, and you know what? It's better to be late than to not show up. here with Susan Mayfield. You are a supervisor here at Home Depot, and you know all there is to know about spring cleaning. Outdoors, indoors, doesn't matter where we are, you're going to get it clean for us, right?
That's right.
All right, so we're starting with the outside. Where do we begin?
So we're just going to do a cleanup of the whole outdoor surfaces, right? So that's going to be the side of the house, the windows, it's going to be the siding and gutters. You're going to take care of all of your patio furniture, your bricks, all that kind of good stuff with your decks. Good to go.
Okay.
You're going to start out again with just one of those one-use cleaners that does everything. I mean, the all-purpose cleaner that does everything. With like this simple green right here, we're going to put it together with our microfiber towels. We're going to wipe down all our surfaces. We're going to use a big scrub brush just in case we need it for the rough surfaces. You can hook up a water hose to kind of spray down your windows if you want. Got some window wash to go with it. Or we're going to use some Windex for our glass cleaner as well. Ultimately, I would recommend a little small pressure washer because I think it's for everybody. So this one's a little tiny one. You heard it running before. It doesn't make a whole lot of noise. Very easy to use, very easy to set up. At the end of the day, it's going to clean your gutters, your siding, it'll clean your bricks, your concrete, it'll clean your decks, your patios.
Windows.
Your windows.
Which I didn't know. Low pressure is key.
Yes.
And you just change out the nozzles,
and we've got
too?
different nozzles and then different settings for each one of those pressure washer settings that you want to use. And ultimately, you're just going to decide based on what you're using. Obviously, turbos for concrete, and then light like no soap is going to go on your windows. And you can use the middle grade for your siding and gutters.
And real quick, we're running out of time, but a big thing that I deal with and my parents deal with, if you leave the patio furniture out, it can sometimes get mildew.
Right.
My mom puts hers up in the attic, but if you have vinyl and you have that problem, you say the outdoor bleach.
The outdoor bleach, because that's going to put on every surface that you have outdoors where you want to sit, where you're going to eat, where you're going to entertain. Let's get the germs off. This is a nice vinyl chair. We can use that bleach on there, wipe it down again with the towel or the paper towels. The other thing you want to clean up before you start entertaining, you want to make sure your grill is ready.
Yes.
So I've got a simple green heavy-duty barbecue cleaner that's going to clean the outside and the inside, because it's hard to clean it in the cold, but when it gets warm and you're going to entertain, you want to make sure you have that grill cleaner.
Spick and span and ready for a nice juicy steak. All right, you heard it here first. The pressure's on for spring cleaning here at the Home Depot. I got to get back to work, folks, but remember, do not be a bum. It's time to get rid of that scum.
I love the custom apron, too.
I was going to say.
Yeah, there she goes.
She loves it.
She does like to clean, doesn't she?
That's why they keep inviting us back. They're like, Lauren will clean the place for us.
Great. All right.
Hey everybody, spring has sprung and it's time to have your lawn looking luscious. But if your grass won't grow, don't worry. There's liquid lawn for that. We are live and local from Home Depot coming up after the break.
724, welcome back to Fox 21 Local News right now. Have you already done your spring cleaning this year? Well, pay attention because you may have missed a spot.
I have not yet, so I'm still okay. Right now, we are your handy guide to make sure you check all the chores off your list. And right now, Lauren McDonald, hey, she's live and local at the Home Depot with experts now to help get your habitat spick and span. Lauren?
Yes, we are about to give you the home turf advantage here at Home Depot, talking about the lawn and making it grow, revitalizing. Spring has sprung, and it's time to make sure those yards are looking spiffy, right?
That's right.
All right, so Susan Mayfield, you are our go-to girl for all spring cleaning needs. So tell me about the turf. What are we doing here?
All right, so the first thing you want to do to get your outdoors ready is you definitely want to make your lawn the highlight, right? So it increases curb appeal, increases your property value. It's just the way to go.
The grass should be greener on your side, not the other side.
On this side. So what you're going to do first is you're just going to fluff up your grass, and so you just want to make sure you rake it and you get all of the thatch out, because that overgrowth is keeping the sun and the nutrients from getting where it needs to go.
Okay.
So once you're done with the raking, make sure you lay down some, you can do some thicker lawn, which is good for getting those patches fixed in, and it's a seed and fertilizer in one. So again, it's going to save you time because it's like all purpose. So once you've got the lawn seeded and fertilized, at about 50% green, you're going to start you're going to start feeding every 8 weeks. And then don't wait to hydrate. So you're just going to water it, just water it once a week to start out with, kind of wait and see what the moisture brings us. In addition to that, you might want to upgrade your sprinkler systems, either you're going to be with a traditional hose or you have in-ground sprinklers. We do have something here at the Home Depot. I wish I had a three-dimensional model to give you, but it is called the Orbit Beehive Smart Hose Faucet Timer. It works with Wi-Fi and it's controlled by your smartphone. And essentially it takes all the guesswork out of deciding when to water, how much to water, how long to water.
It does it for you.
Exactly.
There's a robot for that. You want your lawn to be perfect? You want to have the best lawn on the block? There's a robot for that.
After you get your lawn all good and done, and you've hydrated and you're making sure you're keeping it watered, make sure then that you go and you're going to put down some bug control, right? So you're going to make sure the bugs, this is a bug destroyer. It takes out the bugs above and below ground, and it's going to keep them out for 3 months.
Send
so
those
really good.
pest packing.
Exactly.
All right. So
along with the weeds.
There
no
we go.
Weeds.
Weeds. We don't want the weeds. Now, Susan, because you're always on the cutting edge, we're just going to leave you all with this, okay? Say it ain't so. That grass won't grow. Well, we have a solution. If I can get it to go. Yep. There we go.
Just paint the grass
She's
on.
green.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
she's green. Let me tell you something. We show you how to grow it.
Putting grass all over the Home Depot floor.
Is mow it. I'm going to clean it up.
Of course, clean it up. She likes to make it up.
Let's pick it up a little bit.
There you go. All right. Neat, huh?
That poor store.
7:28 right now. Let's get to a chief meteorologist. Matt Meister, we were both admiring the bug destroyer. The big bag of bug destroyer.
Yeah, there was actually a snake in the Meister household.
Oh!
If you're running low on dough, but you still need a mow, maybe you should come right here to the Home Depot because you can rent and you don't even have to buy. We are live and local with more home improvement tips coming up after the break.
FOX21 local news right now. Spring has sprung, and while the grass may be green, your home is yearning for a good deep cleaning.
Yes, you could use that for sure. We have you covered right now, and Lauren McDonald is live and local at the Home Depot with the experts for tips and tricks to help wipe the winter away. Lauren, good morning. What you got now?
Your thumb's green.
Mowers and blowers and trimmers, oh my, we have got it all here, live and local at Home Depot, because we're cleaning the inside, we're cleaning the outside, we're cleaning wherever you need cleaned. We're showing you how to do it. Here with Susan Mayfield, you are the pro when it comes to spring cleaning. Talking about the lawn, once we get it to grow, we got to mow it.
Yes, now you have to tend it.
Got all the tools.
That's right.
So where do we start?
Well, so every good homeowner, even if you're renting, but mostly if you're owning, you want to invest in the tools right now that are lightweight, they're gasless, they're battery operated, they're eco-friendly as far as that goes. So we'll start off with the mower. Right here we have a Ryobi. It is a self-propelled battery operated electric lawn mower. And basically it's going to do the work for the lawn and you just kind of follow along behind it.
Okay.
But there's no cord like the old electric ones, so there's nothing to limit you. That battery usually runs for about 2 hours, so depending on the size of the lawn you can still keep it going.
I gotta tell you, Susan, I love to mow the lawn.
Nice.
Strange,
yes, and it's going to keep going. The next thing that you need is a string trimmer, so that's going to get in all of the edges on your sidewalks where your grass is growing up. It's going to keep the outside lawn looking really fresh and pretty. The Milwaukee Fuel goes on your 18-volt batteries. Again, it's battery operated, no gas, no noise. It goes 0 to 60 in 0.1 seconds, full throttle. And then the last thing that we're looking for is a blower, right? Because every blip of debris that kind of sits on your lawn keeps it from getting, again, like we talked about, the sunshine, the nutrients, and getting ready to grow and keep growing for you.
So your blower,
you should try it because it is really lightweight. I think Sean's not holding more than you right now.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And again, battery operated, little pull trigger there. You just blow everything away. Make sure that your lawn is fresh and ready to be taken care of.
Feeling like a Ghostbuster, right?
Nice.
Check it out. One team, one dream to get you and your residents ready for spring. Lauren McDonald, Susan Mayfield talking dirty to you all morning long.
Love the dirty talk, Lauren.
Oh.
That's great. We're going to hire you. You need to come by the house.
Yeah. She's having way too much fun cleaning.
Talking dirty to
Yeah. 7:47 right.
Hey everybody, good morning and happy spring. Coming up after the break, we are live and local from Home Depot, dishing on the dirt, for all things spring cleaning. That's coming up next.
Thank you so much, Ashley. 8:17 right now. Whether you live in a house, an apartment, or a condo, spring cleaning is not an easy task and can be very overwhelming.
Well, we are helping you stay stress-free with hacks to help you tackle troubles winter leaves behind. Right now, Lauren McDonald, live and local at the Home Depot right now with the experts talking dirty to us. Lauren, good morning.
Check it out. Little advice for the both of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, without us, there would be no soil, right? So you need to be loyal to the soil.
Oh.
You need to not hurt the dirt, because the mud, it's your bud, and it helps us grow, it helps food grow, and it helps plants grow. We are talking plants right now, inside and outside, live and local at Home Depot with Susan Mayfield, the go-to girl for all spring cleaning tips, tricks, hacks. You got them. And you're giving them to us right now.
Yeah.
So, inside plants first, right?
Yeah, so whether you're a beginner or you've been doing it for a long time, you just want to make sure that you're taking care of your inside plants, especially if you want to transplant them to the outside when it gets a little bit warmer. The easiest, most elementary plant to grow is one of these. I don't know if this is actually a philodendron or not, but it's generally the same thing. You want to take your houseplant and make it easy to be successful with it. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you water it, but don't overwater it. So anytime the first top inch is dry, you want to make sure that you get water into the pot.
Okay.
Don't let it sit in standing water, and don't overwater it, because that's just going to...
That's my issue.
Well, that's the number one reason that houseplants die. It's just being overwatered.
Suffocates them probably,
exactly,
right? Drowns
yes.
them.
They just can't really get what they need. The other thing is, this pot doesn't really show it, but if you start to see that your plant is like overgrowing its container, then it's time to go ahead and be a friend and go ahead and replant that plant into a bigger pot. Something like this would go great with that plant once it gets really big. And you're just going to want to make sure that you put in some potting mix that is going to work well, just like you were holding here. It's going to protect those plants from overwatering. So Lauren, you might put those in a pot, replant some of those plants that are not yet dead, and see if you can make it grow just with a little bit of moisture control.
Fragile little baby right here, right?
Exactly,
So
exactly.
cute.
Yes.
All right.
Same thing outside. You just want to make sure that you prep your dirt, get your weeds out, make sure that it's fresh and ready to take new plants, so that when it's time you can lay out some topsoil or some dirt, depending on whether or not you've got a raised bed or you're just in your yard. Get your weeds out, use the right tools. These are ergonomic, gel-proof. You can get these to do all the work for you, so you don't have to worry about hurting yourself. And then if you are still waiting for the outside lawn, you can start with that trend of container gardening. And so what we have here is the City Slickers container garden. And essentially what it is it's kind of a raised bed, so it gives you that space down below so that your water will fall out, so it won't be standing water. The first thing you do, if you have a raised garden bed outside, is make sure you put down some weed block.
Kind of a little starter kit here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then on top of that weed block, you're going to put your potting soil, and then make sure that you put your weed preventer in there along with whatever you're planting. And then you can take your container outside and replant out there. Easy
as pie, as pretty as a daisy, right? Another one bites the dust with Susan Mayfield. I'll tell you what, Susan, I don't have much of a green thumb, but hanging out with you all morning. Oh, check it out!
I was going to say, Lauren, you're transforming right before our eyes.
Just call me the Hulk.
The Hulk, yeah. It's when she painted grass in the aisles of Home Depot.
Well, yeah,
that's what it
sure
was.
They're so excited about that.
Right there.
All right, stay loyal to the
growing.
soil. Good advice. Thank you.
Mud is your bud. Hey,
Craig, we gotta ask you a question. Do you tickle your roots? Well, if you do or you don't, we're gonna show you how and show you the right way. Live and local from Home Depot, coming up next.
5 right now. Have you already done your spring cleaning this year? Well, you might have missed a spot.
Well, this morning, we are your handy guide to make sure you check all the chores off your list with Lauren McDonald right now, live and local at the Home Depot. And Lauren, yes, I can't recall exactly, but I think I have tickled my roots before.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to black it out.
Wow.
There was a time. There was a time, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to refresh your memory here this morning. It's time to Grab yourself a hoe. We are going to make those flowers grow. Live and local right now at Home Depot. We have gone from inside to outside with all of your spring cleaning hacks, tips, tricks. Susan Mayfield has them all. And right now we are going to learn how to plant.
Yes.
And I have a very hard time keeping plants alive.
That's all right. I think you can handle this challenge.
I don't need this guy right now, right?
Not at all, not at all. So the first things that you want to remember when you're planting in whatever state that you live in, you want to make sure that you're growing something local, something that's actually going to work and thrive in the environment you live in. If you go to the Home Depot Garden Club, you will find what's local here, what grows well here.
Really?
Yes.
That's
And
very
so
handy.
In this region, whatever you need, that's kind of easy peasy. A second thing we want to talk about is just those delightful edibles. Like, everybody can grow their own garden, and gardening is actually a hobby that like about 75% of people are still interested in. So we want to keep that kind of going.
And when you say edibles, you mean things like mint?
Exactly.
Okay.
Basil for your salad.
Yes.
You can grow strawberries, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
As far as that goes. And then also, one of the trends for this year is that we're growing purple stuff. Because when we look at it, it's very peaceful, it's very relaxing. It's just a really good, bright pop of color.
I
So
feel
it's
more
calming.
relaxed ever since you just said that.
Nice. But it's also very bright. It gives you that vibrant color that you're looking for. And I'm going to ask you to do me a favor here today, Lauren. This guy, just like we talked about, when your roots are outgrowing your pot, they need to be
This is where the
replanted.
tickling comes in.
This is where we're going to tickle your roots. So
Okay.
you've had your gloves on all day long. Time to get your gloves dirty.
Leave them off or leave them on?
Leave them on. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and dump that guy out of his pot.
Okay.
Yep. Just grab him. There you go.
Like
Pull
this?
that just like that. Let
Like
that
so?
dirt go. Yep.
Okay.
Now, those roots aren't going to come with us, but what you need to do, you need to be able to break this one up. That's tickling the roots.
This is
So you're going to
tickling
break all that
right
soil.
now?
Break all that soil up. Just kind of, that's a tickle with making it where these guys are going to kind of come out and be
Oh,
able
it's
to
laughing.
go
Do you
back
hear
out.
it?
Yes, it is. It's tickling me. I got
Okay.
So then I pour a little bit of potting soil inside, right, to give it that ground layer, but not so much because I don't want it to suffocate just like it was doing over there.
Okay.
And then we've got it all over where the dirt's loose, and you can drop it in because it's a drop and bloom.
Okay.
Yep. And then once you get it in the pot, then you just kind of take the rest of your potting soil and go around the top.
All right.
So the first thing you're going to do when you get home with your new baby plant, Lauren, is go ahead and water it. But we've got this moisture control from Miracle Grow, which means you're not going to kill this plant because you're not going to be able to overwater it. Only water it when it's that top inch that's dry.
I
Make
see.
sure it's not sitting in standing water like we already talked about.
Okay.
And then just make sure it gets plenty of sunlight because it's going to be bright and happy for you.
She is tickled and she is
Yes.
tucked, ready to go for spring. I'll tell you what, from polishing to planting, we have not cut any corners here at Home Depot. Everything's spring cleaning. We don't cut corners, we clean them, right?
Exactly.
Susan Mayfield, come check her out. My friend at Home Depot, the dream team here, making it happen for you and your house.
Lauren, you've got a big mess behind you, though. Not there. The green. I saw the green floor earlier. Did you clean
Don't
up
worry,
your
we'll
green?
clean it.
There you
No,
go.
there's
Lauren, thanks. Just cut her off.
8:49 right now. Here's